Hello everyone, my name is Shay. Welcome to my channel. I am brand new here on YouTube and I'm a total dork. Ready? Let's get started. This is my first thing that I do. This is the NYX First Base Primer Spray. I think the only reason why I used this today is because I didn't put on moisturizer because I'm a terrible person. You just spray that on, you get started. This is the foundation that I used. It's Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. I am shade number Light 44. My hair is doing something dumb. Awesome. Okay. So all I do is I put it on the back of my hand to warm it up a little bit. It is very thick. It's a very full coverage foundation. I mix it with my finger a little bit, put it on in those spots that you see, and then I just blend it in using this beautiful beauty blender, which is full of foundation already, because I'm a terrible person, like I said. Basically, I use the beauty blender, especially with this foundation, because it is so thick and so full coverage. Using a damp beauty blender, you just run it under water, you squish it a couple times, and you wring it out, so it's just damp. It kind of thins out the foundation and gets it, you know, looking pretty good. And definitely blend it on your neck. You don't want that weird line. This is my under eye concealer. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in shade Light. I absolutely love this stuff. It's a little bit of a brightening effect. Since I put too much on my hands, I'm about to use it for highlighting. So for a subtle highlight, you just use this concealer and you put it down the bridge of your nose, on your chin and on your cupid's bow like I just did. Definitely use the beauty blender again to buff this in. Use tapping motions especially. Oh, that's really attractive. All right. Use tapping motions to do this, because if you try and swipe or wipe things away, that's all you're going to do is wipe off the product, which is the exact opposite of what you want to happen. So I'm just buffing that into the foundation. This is also a very full coverage concealer, and I did put a little bit on my lips because we are doing a dark lip today. You can if you want to, you don't have to. I need to set all of this. This is the Ben Nye Neutral Set. So this is just a setting powder. I use a ton on a dense foundation brush like this, especially to do my under eye, because it creases like crazy, at least on me. So I put a ton on the brush and I tap all over that under eye right away after I do it, just to get that all set and squared away. I do use probably 2 to 3 capfuls of that powder that I showed you in the little cap there, just to set my entire face, because A, this foundation does not like mattify itself. You have to set it, and B, I get very oily during the day, so I have to set everything. Now we're going to do some contouring. I use the NYX Blush in Taupe and this big fan brush. So that's about where you can kind of see the little shadow there when I'm in the light, for where you put the contour shade. You can see better on this clip. You kind of follow your ear down. Oh, I went super ham. Why did I do that? I'll fix it. I promise I'll fix it later in the video. This brush works really well because you put it down on the side there, and then you can blend it up like I was doing. So in order to more subtly get that down, you use that powder brush I was using before and just kind of pat on top of it, and that'll dull it down a little bit. This is one of my favorite highlighters, Revolution Vivid in Golden Lights. I use this little, it's called a setting brush, but I don't use it to set, obviously. I use it for highlight. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Ugh. It's white and it has some like cherry and gold shimmer to it, not glitter. I don't like glitter highlighters. I like shimmery highlighters, and it's beautiful. So I do that on my cheekbones, down my nose, and on the cupid's bow of my mouth, a little bit on the chin too. Not too much, because who wants an oily looking chin? So I will come back to blush later. I totally forgot about it right here. We'll come back to it. This is my eye primer. It's the Fergie Wet n Wild Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. They discontinued this without asking me, which is some BS because it's the best thing ever. I love it. I will try and find a replacement soon. I do have another bottle left because when I saw that they were discontinuing it, I bought all of them at Walgreens. So we'll see. Oh, I forgot something. Besides blush, contouring. When you have short hair especially, it looks weird if you just contour your cheekbones. So I do just a tiny bit with that fan brush and that NYX taupe again on my jaw, and then a little bit around my forehead. It's nothing drastic, it's very subtle, but it kind of just ties the deep contour that I have going on to the rest of my face. This is one of my new favorites. This is the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette. This is also limited edition. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this. I'm using the shade Beaches and Cream, which is basically my skin tone. And I'm putting this on the entire lid because that primer we used is a little sticky once it dries. Like, it's a little tacky. So I use this shade along the entire eyelid to kind of get rid of that tackiness so we can blend some eyeshadow on there later. This is my dirty ass brush, and this is the Kat Von D Quad in Smoke. We're gonna use that taupey shade. I am so sorry that brush is so nasty. Ugh. Anyways, I put this taupe shade in my crease. I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I do it a little bit above my actual crease. And I do that just to open up my eye a little bit more and so that you can actually see my eyeshadow. So yeah, we're gonna do that on the other side. I use this gigantic brush. This looks huge, but it's really, really good for blending eyeshadow. A big fluffy blending brush will save the day, seriously. I put this in the little like V shape on the outer corner there to kind of elongate my eye a little bit more. And I did cut this clip down quite a bit, but I seriously spent probably a good 2.5 minutes on freaking blending this one color. So don't be afraid to like blend to your heart's content. We're gonna try some winged eyeliner here. People, this is fucking hard. Don't sell yourself short. Seriously, people think I'm a fucking wizard for doing this, but it comes out really well on this first eye. Like, I freaking one-shot that, and then the other eye does not go so well, and I have to fix this one. So don't feel bad if you don't get it on your first try. I've been doing cat eyeliner for probably like 8 years now, and when I first started, it was bad. So don't, get super bummed that you can't do this. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner, and this, oh, I just fucked up. Oh god, this is so painful to watch back. Anyways, it just keeps getting worse, and then I try and fix it. See, this is bad. And anyways, Stila Stay All Day liner. It's got a felt tip. It's almost like a marker, which is really nice for beginners and people who don't want to take a bunch of time to try and get this eyeliner done, because it works just like a marker, and it's pretty awesome. It gets super black, it dries down pretty matte, and I love it. And now I'm fixing the other eye because it's a constant back and forth. There's no winning with winged eyeliner, just trying. Oh, it's probably because I didn't pray to the gods before this. So we're gonna work with what we got. Yeah, that's all right. Sure. So now we're going to grab that black, like inky black color from the Kat Von D palette. And all I'm doing is smoking out that lower lash line. I start in the very corner of my eye and bring it inward on this little teeny tiny accent brush. The reason why I do this is so that that eyeliner doesn't look so harsh. And putting any sort of liquid eyeliner on the bottom, to me, is just way too much. So I just do that little bit there and we'll be good to go. So like I said, the tiniest bit on this itty bitty brush, and that's all you need. And I kind of blend with my finger, like you saw with the last one. So now we're gonna do a little tiny highlight. That shade that I just grabbed is called Artemis, again from that Makeup Geek palette. I just get this, I put it on my inner corner, and then that little brow bone highlight right there. This is just to bring the entire eye look together and catch the light a little bit, you know? It's never a bad thing when you catch the light. So this also opens up your eye a little bit more, which who doesn't want to look more awake when you're really tired? Yeah. People think I'm crazy, but I use 2 different mascaras. This is my bottom mascara. Oh, that is an attractive face. Okay. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This is awesome. Oh, yep, I fucked up. Just use a little Q-tip. Get that off. Yeah. I use this one because it's got little teeny tiny bristles and it's great for getting down there. Right now I'm just tight lining. This is scary. I'm sorry. It's terrifying to watch. I use a soft kohl pencil. This is the Rimmel London Scandalize Waterproof Kohl pencil. It's like $2 at Walgreens. It's awesome. So I do the tight lining before I do my top mascara. My top mascara is Benefit Roller Lash, and this shit is amazing. I love it. You also make the most attractive faces when putting on mascara, obviously. This stuff is awesome. It's got like a curling formula, so I don't curl my eyelashes with this, but my eyelashes look bomb after I'm done with this. Seriously. Like, look at that. Nice. Well, see, this is where I go back and put on my blush, because I forgot. I use this tapered blush brush because it's like the perfect shape to get in between my highlight and my contour. And I do it in this order specifically because then my blush kind of blends the highlight and the contour together, which is always a good thing. Makes it a little less weird, like I've got stripes on my face. And if you go too ham with your blush again, you can always go back to that powder brush you were using before and just tap over it, like we did with the contour. I put a little bit in the middle of my face as well, you can just see, just to get it all together. So I did do my brows off of camera. It takes forever, sorry. I used the Anastasia brow powder in Granite, and then I put a little clear gel over the top. This is one of my favorite freaking lipsticks, Melt Cosmetics 666. It's a very dark, like oxblood color, but here is my favorite. Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Witches. This is a pure black, dry to matte formula, and it's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. So you can kind of see it's a little shiny still because it hasn't fully dried, but you'll see a little bit later. See, there we go. Yep. So if this is way too much for you, you have other options. A gray, a dark purple, a dark blue, awesome, a different dark purple. This is almost black. It's cool. You also have a regular black lipstick, which will be a little less harsh than the liquid lipstick. Then I have a berry, like wine color. I have a darker cherry red almost. Another dark purple, which is a little bit warmer toned than the other purples that I tried, and also a regular lipstick. So if you're a little afraid of those liquid lipsticks, I've got some options. So that is it. This is my very first video, so let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later. Bye, friends!